Lilu, after watching Haunted Mansion, I can't help but wonder, are you a hitchhiking ghost? I knew it! I knew you were a ghost! I hope you keep haunting me forever, because you are adorable. All right, Lilu, buckle up. Let's talk Haunted Mansion 2023 edition. Arg, Lilu, we be going to Haunted Mansion, as we see. I must confess, I have a problem. A Disneyland addiction. I grew up with a strong love of Disney animation, and like Peter Pan, never grew up from my love and infatuation of Disneyland. Walt Disney created a place where people of all ages could get lost in their imaginations and long lines. I mean, fun memories that will last a lifetime. That's what I meant. One of Walt Disney's last projects was the creation of the spooky Haunted Mansion, which provided scares, but still retaining that classic Disney whimsy. Unfortunately, Disney never got a chance to ride the Haunted Mansion, as he passed away before it was finished. But it has lived on as an instant classic and still remains one of the best attractions. I particularly love the Halloween-themed Nightmare Before Christmas overlay. After the hugely popular success of Pirates of the Caribbean, Disney has been trying for years to repeat its success by offering other films based on rides. A win-win for Disney. If these films catch fire, there's renewed fascination and interest in these older attractions. A movie like Pirates has grossed $4.5 billion worldwide and keeps crowds coming back to the classic ride due to this renewed interest. I see what you're doing, Disney. Very clever. Very clever. Unfortunately for Disney, their attempts at milking their other ride properties haven't been met with the same kind of success. Their first attempt at a Haunted Mansion movie starring Eddie Murphy generally left critics and fans shaking their heads in disappointment, while Jungle Cruise also sailed into mixed reactions, and its $221 million worldwide gross didn't even come close to breaking even at $500 million. Well, Disney has decided to gamble once again. No, not by bringing the Tiki Room to the big screen. In the Tiki Room. Lulu, you're leaving me hanging. Not cool, man. Not cool. But instead of doing Tiki Room, we have another Haunted Mansion film. The new film is directed by Justin Simien and hope to improve on the Eddie Murphy film from 2003. I was excited due to the casting of one of the best young actors in Hollywood, LaKeith Stanfield. Despite limited material to work with, Stanfield shines as former physicist turned grumpy ghost tour guide, Ben. Ben is haunted, not in the ghost sense, but by the loss of his love. Due to this loss, he is now a grieving ghost tour guide who only knows how to deal with his emotions by lashing out and becoming the grumpy drunk guy. We've all seen this character before and can pretty much guess how this story is going to play out. The rest of the story is also pretty predictable. The plot is overly complicated and exists only for the fun Easter eggs scattered throughout the film. This movie does a much better job of honoring the Disneyland attraction than the other Haunted Mansion movie, and will likely be the most fun you'll actually have while watching this film. For fans of the ride, at least. You see the ghost dancing in the ballroom, Lilu! The film really tries hard to force all of these Disneyland ride references to fit together. And I must say, they actually Frankenstein a pretty convincing story. I thought using the hitchhiking ghosts to keep them in the mansion was actually pretty clever. Otherwise, why would you stay in a haunted mansion? Our character Gabby played by Rosario Dawson, quickly says hell no when she sees the ghostly spirits, as most would do. Unfortunately, the ghosts follow you wherever you go, so you might as well stay at the mansion you just bought. The film's one-dimensional characters and predictable storyline would normally drive me crazy into hating a film like this. But the fun Disneyland references, mysteries, and the cast kept me entertained until the very end. While the writing is overall painfully average at best, it does offer a few funny moments which our mostly veteran cast are able to seize and work with, allowing for quite a few chuckles. Owen Wilson, Tiffany Haddish, Danny DeVito, and Daniel Levy add lots of much-needed humor to Stanfield's emotional role, although it was so contrived that it was actually hard to feel much with the Ben character. Jared Leto as the Hatbox Ghost was fantastic, as he transforms a mere ride cameo into an effective and convincing villain. Jamie Lee Curtis is good as well, coming off her Oscar win, but I found it a bit odd that she is so heavily CGI'd. Also, look for a hilarious cameo by Winona Ryder. I never felt bored, but did cringe a few times due to some rather bad dialogue, especially when Grumpy Ben abruptly decides to play with Rosario Dawson's nerdy child. He went from moody Grumpy to surrogate tender father figure with a snap of the finger. I mean, Lilu, I can't snap my finger. I would be a horrible Thanos. There's no real character motivation here, except that the writers want you to see them as a possible family unit being formed. Oh, we didn't see that coming. Gasp. Haunted Mansion as a film definitely is a tough sell. Older audiences want real scares in their horror movies, but this is a film for all ages, which keeps the scares low. But like the ride itself, this film has that Disney horror whimsy, and I think this film does find that middle ground. I might be a softie, but there were a few fun frights for me, and I could see kids finding themselves in nightmare territory. Who am I kidding? Kids are so desensitized these days. They are probably hoping for adult horror scares as well. Lilu, can I sleep with you tonight? In the end, this is a film in which its sole purpose is to expand and create IP for a ride that has been around since 1969. Unfortunately, I don't think this will be a very big hit for Disney. I think they should have saved it for Halloween season. It is a flawed film, but its saving grace is the cast and fun Easter egg moments that keep it from becoming unwatchable. Is this something you should rush to theaters to see? Unless you're an absolute Disney fanatic and lover of this ride, then no. But it isn't unbearable either, as there is much joy to gain from this movie from the funny cast and great Easter eggs. Haunted Mansion 2023 edition gets a yellow light. It's not that bad, Lilu. Yellow. That's why we have this system. It's not thumbs up or thumbs down. There's a middle ground here, Lilu. Our yellow light means proceed with caution. Perhaps save this watch for the Halloween season. Lilu, driving around and doing movie reviews is just like a theme park ride. Get some entertainment and thrills, huh? Holy sh**! Well, that was a fun ride. Want to do it again? Sorry, Lilu, we can't. Don't have any fast passes.